Sylvia Groves from Governance Studio here. Another episode in our fiercely practical steps to creating great board minutes. I hope you're all having a great day. And today we're going to start at the very top of a set of minutes. We're going to look at that header, and we're going to look at the really critical information that should be included in that header. And rather than just tell you about it, again, I'm going to show you. We're going to go into my DiliTrust board portal here, and I'm going to go into the meetings. And again, we were in some meetings from 2022 for the demo, and we're going to go to the August meeting, where I'm just going to scroll that up a bit, and I can put see agenda for my August 22 meeting. And you might remember, if you were with us last episode, that I can kind of scroll up and down this agenda, but one of the early items here is the minutes from the May meeting. So I'm actually just going to click on that. Don't have to do anything special, just click once on it, and it's going to open it up for me. And I can see it now, makes it really easy to access and find. And I'm going to talk about the header. And so what I mean by the header is really just this little piece up here. And I want to just cover off kind of the critical things that should be included in that header. And I'm going to give you one little tip to make your minutes a little bit easier to read as well when you're doing this. So in this header, the first item that you're going to see here is minutes of a meeting of the board of directors. So you might not have a directors meeting. It might be the minutes of a meeting of a committee or the minutes of the meeting of shareholders or members. So always pay attention and make sure that you're getting the right kind of meeting set out in this little header here. It's for ABC company. So again, you want the full legal name of your organization. I know a lot of organizations don't really go by their full legal name. They just say, oh, we're ABC company, and maybe it's, you know, Albert, Bernard, and Christian company or something like that, and they just go by ABC. But if that isn't the full name, make sure in your minutes you're identifying the full name. It's really important because these minutes can be provided as evidence, and so you want them to reflect exactly the correct name. You can do a little definition if you just want to use company later on in the minutes. You can just put a little definition in there. The next thing you'll see in here is this held by teleconference. And so what I'm seeing these days, of course, is we've got a lot of in-person meetings again. We've got some that are teleconference, and we even have some that are hybrid. So I suggest you make sure and set out exactly how this meeting is being done, if it's by teleconference, if it's a hybrid, partially in person and partially by teleconference, set that out. If it's going to be in person at a location or partially in person, make sure you also add the address into this header. So, you know, at 123 Marion Street, name of the company, etc., whatever that information is, make sure you add that in to the header as well. And then the last couple of pieces that you'll see in here, again, are the date, the day and the date, and the time of the meeting, but not just the time the meeting started, also the time that the meeting ended. And the reason for doing that is to help show that the directors met for a reasonable amount of time to carry out the business they were supposed to do. So if they were approving a bunch of critical projects and they only met for 10 minutes, that probably isn't going to look very good. It doesn't really uphold the fact that they were being duly diligent and all the good stuff that's required by minutes. So really important to put both your start time and your end time here. And there's one more little thing in here that you might have noticed that is different from a lot of sets of minutes that you may have seen, is you'll notice this whole header is kind of in initial caps, not all caps. A lot of organizations put that in all caps. The reason I don't do it is because I want people to read these documents. And it's actually harder for us to read a long sentence that's in all caps than it is to read a sentence that's just in initial caps. So anyways, that's my little hint for you to make your minutes more readable. And so that's it. That's all you need to have in the header. It's really simple when you take it step by step. So please, I hope you enjoyed that, and please join me next episode. We'll be looking at attendance and guests at a meeting. And in the meantime, happy minutes.